Power on.
Coming up on Instantly Dated, it's Captain Power, the show that could literally shoot back at you. We'll talk about how the show was ahead of its time, the toy line, comic book, and video game. Instantly Dated is brought to you by Diabolic DVD, specializing in demented discs from around the world. From cult favorites to art house, grindhouse, and everything in between, go to diabolicdvd.com. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm McHugh. Now, Captain Power was a technologically amazing show with adult themes and complex story arcs. The 1987 show was best known for its interactive element, where you could fire at select objects on screen and rack up points. They'd also fire back at you, causing you to lose points. If your meter got down to 0, your cockpit would eject your figure. The first toy released in the series was the XT-7 Jet, which came with a video cassette. The show is the first TV series to integrate live action, CGI, and digital effects. In one episode, a character reveals that he was genetically engineered at a place called Babylon 5. Of course they were. That's because the show's story editor, Joe Straczynski, would go on to create the TV show Babylon 5. And that was the problem with Captain Power. You had this great writer with these grim post-apocalyptic stories, with themes such as Nazism, and one of the lead characters even dying. And a lot of parents didn't want their kids seeing this stuff, while simultaneously shooting at their TV screens. And parents didn't want to watch the show because, after all, it was geared toward kids and bankrolled by Mattel. With all these factors in play and a $1 million per episode price tag, the syndicated show only lasted one season. Despite the cancellation, a number of season 2 episodes were written, and a few toys from the season were supposedly released in small numbers. The video game came out for the PC and Commodore 64. There's first-person spaceship action as well as side-scrolling. The game can easily be found to download online, but keep in mind the specs. You need a 286 PC with 256K RAM, DOS version 2.0 or higher, and at least a CGA monitor. And for an amazing review of the game, see Jan Compton's article on muparadise.me. It's a pretty awesome read. There was also a comic book series published by Continuity Comics that concluded in 1989. The cool part is that the stories were written by the TV show's editor, Joe Straczynski. Looking for more stuff from Straczynski? Check out his show on Netflix. It's called Sense8. Or you could check out his older work, episodes of She-Ra, He-Man, The Real Ghostbusters, and Jake and the Fat Man. Oh yeah, I said it, Jake and the Fat Man.
You mean the 80s show about a district attorney who teams up with a handsome, happy-go-lucky special investigator whose styles clash?
Oh yeah, guys. I almost forgot to tell you, good old Rob did make it up to that Russian space station that I won on eBay a few episodes ago. How's it going up there, Rob?
Well, they're out of toilet paper, but there's plenty of vodka here. I found a VHS copy of Red Heat.
Oh, see if they have a VHS copy of World War III up there. What? It's a great TV miniseries with Rock Hudson and David Soul.
Whatever.
We'll talk more about that later. Well, if you're watching this show, you love stuff like B-movies, exploitation, flicks, sci-fi, horror, and all that good stuff. And nobody serves that up better than Diabolic DVD. They support this show by sponsoring it. So let's give back to them. Diabolic DVD isn't some big company. They're a small business. These guys are fans and collectors just like you and me. And they one-up those big corporate stores by offering unmatched selection of hard-to-find films and personal service that you can't find anymore these days. And if they don't have something, they'll bust their posteriors to find it for you. So go to diabolicdvd.com right now. You'll be amazed by what they have to offer. Alright guys, well thanks for joining us for this episode of Instantly Dated. This concludes Instantly Dated's broadcast day.
Channels 8 and 16 now bring to a close their broadcast day.
And so good night from WUSI TV as we bring to a close our broadcast day. WUSI-TV is owned and operated by Southern Illinois University and is licensed by the Federal Communication Commission to operate on Channel 16. Our studio and transmitter are located 8 miles north of Olney, Illinois. Portions of our programming were presented on film and videotape recordings. Channel 16 encourages your comments and suggestions regarding our programming. Our address is WUSI-TV, Post Office Box 430, Olney, Illinois, 62450.